guys, it's Ariana, your Tarot Life Coach. I hope you guys are having a great month of August. This reading is for August 7th through 13th. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys a big thank you, warm hugs, and I truly appreciate your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, everything, the emails, the messages, the following on Instagram, letting me know that you're my YouTubers. I really appreciate it. It's really exciting. And I wanted to thank you again for spending my vacation with me and helping me shoot off my dream. So thank you so much because you have been such a blessing to me. I hope that I can just be a little bit of a blessing to you guys as you guys have been to me, and that we can equally keep pouring into each other. So, and I wanted to let you know, if you're still waiting on an email read, please be patient with me. I'm trying my hardest to get those out. As a matter of fact, some people are having to get videos. It's so many that I have going right now that, and I go back to work on Wednesday. So I'm trying to get you guys all done before I go back. So thank you so much for just the warm reception and just taking advantage of it. It's been an adventure. So thank you. But before we get started, I wanted to let you know this is a spread about empowerment. So this is a very generalized spread. So a lot of times the way I like to think about things is tarot is not just always for divination, but it's also for self-illumination and looking within yourself to see how you can better yourself, okay? Because it's always we're on a path of development and growth. Whether it's personal, career-wise, relationship-wise, we have to grow, as people. We have to grow spiritually. So, before us, guys, you must have like some kind of stuff going on because 2 cards flew out when I was shuffling for you. And this is the Shaman's Oracle. And before you, you have the Hunter of Conflict. So this is attributed for me like the 5 of Wands, the Strength card, and the 7 of Wands. And this card is all about inner conflicts and finding ways to heal and restore yourself to a state of wholeness. The way I like John Matthews and Will Kingham make these cards, by the way. Sorry, guys. What I like is about the inner debate, and this is about empowerment, okay? How do we become empowered? So it says, in our lives, we may often feel at war within ourselves, in turmoil over a decision we must make, and letting go of such anxieties clears our mind, restoring balance and inner peace. So this Hunter of Conflict, I don't mean like you're going through life like beating the hell out of things, but you might be beating the hell out of yourself maybe because you're upset because you probably haven't came to a resolution. But this is about facing the obstacle you've been wanting to put off. It's about finding the courage, harnessing that energy and healing, and achieving peace. Inner peace, okay? Not like you're going to be in a state of all week or anything, but it's having that idea where you can reframe a situation and be like, man, that shit was rough, but you know what? I learned that I was really strong. And it's about using opportunities that were meant for harm. Like sometimes people just want to harm you, or sometimes situations just, there is no silver lining, but you have to find a way to move through that, okay? So the Spirit of Destruction came out also. So you have the Hunter of Conflict and the Spirit of Destruction with you. And this is similar to the Death card. I call this beautiful chaos. And I love this. You guys must be fighting yourselves in your heads, air signs, because it says, I have the capacity to annihilate any negative emotion that may weigh down upon you. If any emotional obstacles block your path through life, I can destroy them. Okay, I invoke my strength to test your own, and I will force you to confront the darkest recess of your mind. If your heart is true, I can be your powerful guide. And I attribute this to the vulture totem, just because of death and rebirth and trying to find a way to harness and use something, okay? And it's like the calm after the storm. So this is all about destruction of damaging emotions, frustration, and getting rid of those spiritual blockages and really and truly learning to let it go. So first we have the conflict, and then here comes the Spirit of Destruction and says, I'm going to knock all that shit down, and we're going to burn it to the ground, and we're going to start over. So I'm going to go ahead and bless your cards real quick. I shuffled quite a bit off camera so that I wouldn't sit here and shuffle forever. Some of you guys who have readings with me, I shuffle a lot. So give me just one moment. Okay. All right. Okay, my little air signs. We still have our little cherubs out here. They're here to help us, okay? And these cards are the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra Tabitha Cicero. I don't know why I'm having such trouble saying her name. So, your thoughts. It's the 9 of Arrows. Oh, you guys have been having a rough time. Your words are the 9 of Discs. Your actions to focus on is Nanil, the Princess of Arrows. That's y'all, air signs. And what did I tell you? Courage, right? An outcome if you take advice. All right, so we got to take the advice. Some of us aren't going to take it. And then the overall energy that we have going on is the 10 of Arrows, reversed. Damn little Gemini twins. Look at them causing havoc. All right. So let's get into this real quick. So your thoughts, guys. We have the 9 of Arrows going on over here. This was one of the cards that came out for the full moon. This card is different, though, when it is inverted. I learned that word from a friend. It sounds so much nicer than reverse. Inverted. The 9 of Arrows is a card of cruelty. I mean, that's exactly what the card says. Look at the lion. They're attacking him. But in his state of attack, he's like, I'm not going down without a fight. And that's why there's that one arrow shooting out into the heavens. However, when this card is inverted, it's about anger and depression, but you're turning it towards yourself. You're very upset with yourself. And this is the thoughts card. So your thoughts right now, and this is a generalized reading, guys, over the empowerment, how to empower yourself. So some of you air signs, your thoughts are really affecting your actions right now. Maybe you're lashing out at others, or maybe you're lashing out at yourself because there's so much anger and depression inside, and not like you're going to kill yourself or anything, but you're upset about something, that it becomes a self-blame, like, oh shit, I suck at this, and that's because of why this happened, and this. And so you build up this whole scenario or this whole version of things in your mind, and before you even get going, your thoughts have defeated you. So this is only for a few air signs out there that are facing this conflict or having issues with empowerment. So that's what it's telling you. So like, how do we harness this? Well, we have to find courage, and we have to find courage to change our thoughts. And that, my friends, is a little hard. If it was super easy, there would be no therapy, there would be probably no medication, people would be super copacetic and happy. Unfortunately, it's a process. It's what we're here to do, and we're here to learn, we're here to grow, and we're here to make life better, okay? It's not so much about give, but more of a give and take. You know, we got to give a little bit to take a little bit. So sometimes people have to pour into you also. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? You can't be Superwoman or Superman, whoever's listening. So your thoughts have been super cruel to yourself. It's time to change those thoughts so that you can realize how strong you really are. Now, right next to it for your words, I have the 9 of Discs. So I'm already thinking somebody might be moving. I know I'm not supposed to be doing predictions. Somebody might be moving. Somebody might be moving on from a relationship, moving on from a situation, moving in general, moving like your freaking address and everything. You're like, I'm out, okay? So your thoughts have now affected your words, where your words are telling you you've lost something. There may be arrogance in your words. How do I say it? Like, shit, I put in all this hard work and I have gotten nothing. Well, when I like I say, when we look at things as a win-lose, or, you know, however you want to think about it, you have a 50-50 chance of winning or a 50-50 chance of losing. It's a toss-up, heads or tails, you know. However, what did you learn about yourself during the process? That's what you have to ask yourself, because something has to die, air signs. You have the spirit of destruction, and I think what has to die are these thoughts that are affecting your words, okay? So your actions, how are we going to put these things into action, Captain? We have Nanil, okay? Nanil is the most loyal, and this isn't, she's attributed to air signs, and she is sitting here and she's got her little communication arrow ready to launch, okay? She's upright, and she's ready, and she's ready to put things into action, okay? I love Nanil because she's like the most loyal. I love all of them, but she's the one who brings to birth. So let's think about it this way. Bringing to birth, your words and your thoughts are coming together and they're consummating a relationship and bringing to birth your actions, okay? Sorry, I like sex, so we're going to pull it in, all right? They came together, your words, your thoughts came together, co-created, and bam, now you're ready to do it, okay? So she's assertive, she's self-confident, she's observant, she's like paying attention to stuff now, and she's like, you know what? That's okay that happened because I can see where I can improve, and I'm going to do that next time. Or, you know what? That was just a shitty situation, and I stayed too long. I'm ready to move on. There's nothing wrong with that. So she's also emotionally detached. So air signs, when you're making these cutthroat decisions, or when you're deciding to change up that thought process that you might be having, it is sometimes a better idea to do it when emotions are not running high. Never wise to make a decision on an emotional and during an emotional time, because our emotions can get the best of us. So it's saying when your words and your thoughts have you upset, your actions need to be emotionally detached. So take yourself away from the situation for a moment and think about it. Really think about it. Stop blaming yourself for everything and stop taking everything on your shoulders. You are but one person. You can only be the best you that you can be. Other people can go sit the hell down because you're going to do what you're going to do as the best that you can do it, okay? And if they don't like it, they can go work on their own empowerment. Go work on your own shit before you start telling me about mine. That's kind of how I feel about it. So another thing about Nanil is she's very good at negotiating. So I don't know if you need to negotiate with yourself. Like if you're letting go of something this week, or if you're having to face up to something this week, telling yourself, hey, I'm going to give this up. I enjoyed it, but I'm ready to move on. There's nothing wrong with enjoying something and saying my time is up. So I kind of feel like that's the message that Nanil has for you, is when your words and your thoughts seem to take control, emotionally detach yourself from your actions so that you aren't causing a scene, or that you don't make a choice, a rash decision that's not like you, okay? Now, the outcome, if you take the advice, it shows courage is reversed, okay? And I kind of think the reason why it's reversed is the words and the thoughts are they're still not connecting. They're connecting all right, but they're connecting in a way that's not letting her shoot the arrow. Does that make sense? So with the Seven of Wands, you have to think about this. And I know I say this story all the time. She's getting the hell out of hell, okay? She is walking out. She's got her courage, and she's ready to go. She's taken a few steps, but she gets discouraged, hence why it is inverted, why it's not standing right up, upside up, right side up, however you want to say it. So it's a hesitation. It's not that you're not able to do it, but you're second guessing yourself. I don't know if I can do this. And there might be some more anxiety and depression and embarrassment. Almost like you want to go from 1 to 100 overnight. Change is a gradual process. And you have something that I have a friend, we used to say in grad school all the time, trust the process, trust the process. In the process, you will learn how strong you are, how amazing you are, and how brave you are. Trust the process. Don't try to figure every step out before you've even taken it. That's why they call it a leap of faith. Sometimes you just got to be you know what, damn it, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to do it and see what happens. And sometimes those are the best moments for us, okay? So I feel like it's not that you don't have the courage, but you might have a little hesitation. So if we can get those thoughts and those words to co-create together on a different energy level, maybe allowing the thoughts, even if you just work on reframing that thoughts, instead of saying, I'm so stupid. We say these things all the time. I'm guilty myself. I'm so stupid, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, your next thought. Oh my God, I'm so fat. I'm blah, blah, blah. So your thoughts are now they're your words. You know, and now you're saying this all over the place, and now you're acting these things out. But you have to have the courage to start somewhere. So love yourself through this process. Whatever it is that your inner conflict is trying to get you to release so that it can be destructive, these negative thoughts, straight up it said negative thoughts. You need to love yourself, air signs. This is when I see all the arrows going towards you that way, and it's reversed. So you're turning this anger towards yourself, guys. And like I tell my students, anger is just sadness's big brother who's going to beat the shit out of you so you don't see them cry. But it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. So if you're overreacting or you're taking things out on yourself or on others, go check yourself. You know, go check yourself and see where this energy is really coming from. What are you really upset about? And that might change your words, okay? So how does the 10 of arrows play in with this? So I always think of, these guys they're no good. They're always trying to talk noise. They're guarding the pits of hell. How friendly is that? They're just ready to beat some ass, but they're reversed, right? So maybe not letting all the communication in. You know, if somebody is saying a lot of negative things towards you, maybe turn their volume off or turn it down. How about this? Just change the fucking channel. How about that one? Change the channel, and their words don't really matter because they're not you. Okay? So if this is an outside force or if this is an inside force that you're feeling, this is about the worst is over, guys. That's what the 10 of arrows is trying to tell you, is the worst is over. Let them fall off your back. It can only get better from here. However, real change is needed. So this week, focus on the real change. You know, journal it. Go have coffee with a friend or a smoothie or whatever. Or just sit down and talk to somebody about it and get it out of you so that you're no longer harboring that energy where you have the self-doubt. Because others more than likely see you as an amazing person, whereas you're hypercritical of yourself, and you've been very hypercritical of yourself for a while. And so I hope this empowerment spread speaks to you, air signs, and I hope that you harness the energy and you allow the spirit of destruction to annihilate a lot of these negative thoughts so that your words and your thoughts can co-create to develop some action, you know, and don't hesitate. Don't be scared to take those steps. You can get out of the hell. You can get out of that situation, or you can make that decision or choice to walk away from whatever it is. I feel like someone's walking away from something and moving on because of the 2 9s, and I'm sorry I keep saying that. But if you're moving on from something, trust the process because the worst is over. Remember, it's over, and it can only get better from here. But real change is needed. Okay, so that is your message, air signs. Big hugs, and thank you so much for just journeying with me and, you know, allowing this message to come across. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to email me. It might take me a while to answer you, and if you've emailed me and I didn't answer, I really apologize because my emails get really crazy sometimes. So if I don't answer you, email me again. Eventually, I'm going to answer you. So I hope the spread will help you this week, and I am going to be sending you a lot of positive energy, air signs, because it looks like it's going to be, it's time for you guys to find your power again. All right? So annihilate those thoughts, guys. You have the power. Thank you so much.